Hey guys, it's the Fact Freak and welcome to today's deep dive on Elphaba, one of the most controversial TikTokers currently active on the site. We're going to attempt to break down several things that makes Elphaba extremely toxic and definitely one to block and avoid. We're going to start by explaining to everybody who may not know who is Elphaba, where did she come from, what her autism claims were and all of that sort of stuff around there. Slimy, well, if you know, you know. We're going to have a look at her toxic behaviours online and definitely delving into those inappropriate messages with minors. Is that alright, Elphaba?
I'm good, yeah, I'm feeling alright, babe.
I'm glad you're feeling good and you're feeling alright. Might not by the end of this video. Anyway, they were originally on social media under the name Orion Doherty, and even way back in 2017 they were still absolutely murdering this song. Can I unmute it and put myself through that? Stop, quit. Thank God that stopped. Anyway, as she continued through social media, she then said that she was going to transition to Elphaba as we know it, and that is what started to get her a lot of traction and following online. She claimed that all money and donations would go to help with her transition. However, there's been a lot of conflicting messages from Elphaba, including this clip here where she expresses the wish not to fully transition.
I don't know about my bottom though, because it's such a massive surgery, so it's very scary.
Yeah.
And
so there we have it. But there are more examples. And now the boring bit. As you know, guys, sharing, liking and commenting really does help. Now remember, she was saying there that she didn't want to fully transition and didn't want to have the bottom surgery. Well,
so let me just say this to everyone that didn't believe me, and to everyone saying that you're not really trans, I don't believe you, you're not gonna I've just proved to you wrong, bitch. But I'm doing this for me, so yeah. But I'm gonna let you know. So I spoke to Jade and she said like I could grow breasts from this. My skin's gonna get softer, possibly. Oh my god, I just want it so bad now. I'm just like, oh my god, please.
Once again, this is talking about possible hormones and things like that, and not that downstairs surgery. Now we're going to watch this clip here because, of course, with her telling everybody that this is going towards her transition, all this money and gifts and everything like that, well, according to this title, and I've never seen it, I'm going to blind react with it, that is not the case. And I think everybody needs to make sure that everybody knows this, because there's a lot of people who will be gifting thinking they're helping.
Basically, like, your gifts are going towards my bills, my living, it's my income. So, you know, I'm very grateful for that, and I love every single one of you, honestly, because I struggle sometimes. So, you know, to come on TikTok and entertain people and to get paid for that, voluntarily.
So that is what she's using her money for, just to live. So she doesn't have to get a job. She can sit all day on TikTok and murder, defying gravity.
By you, it's just very kind, and you all are legends. So I say that for a fact. That's why I do the weeklies, because then I can live and help my mum out, help the electric. It's the truth. I'm saying the truth. Like, help get food, and you know, I just want to make myself as much happy as I can. You know, so yeah.
Make myself as much happy as I can. Now, this is, once again, some more BS that has been uncovered, and then she says, oh, well, actually, it's for this. And that's probably going to be a theme all the way throughout this video, to be honest. So that is Elphaba confirming right there and then the money that you send her does not help with her transition. Now, of course, the next big scam of Elphaba's was to tell everybody that she suffered from tics and autism. Now, we're going to listen to audio of her listing off these things and what she claimed. But yeah, we'll debunk this.
I think I spelled that right. Anxiety, obviously. And depression. PTSD. IBS. Potential FASD. Learning difficulties. IBS. Anxiety, depression. Autism. Thank you for the confession.
This is her listing off. Somebody's just cut all from one live, all of the things that she's listing off that she has.
Social skills, social anxiety, health, all the anxiety you can think of. I have social, I have general, I have health, me worrying about my mum, if she dies or something. I'm fucked up. I don't want to wash, sometimes I don't want to wash. I have a friend. Oh, sorry, I'm really bad at English. Ever since we met you. No. Shit.
Yeah, so as you say, listing off all of these things, constantly people feeling sorry for her and gifting her because of this. And not only did she use autism to rake in the money on TikTok, she also had the absolute audacity to enter competitions like Autism's Got Talent. Now, if you Google that show, you will see this description. My goodness. Elphaba is 18 and diagnosed in 2021. He says that both of those contestants met at a youth club for LGBTQ plus teenagers, and they are both transgender.
I lied about being diagnosed with autism, correct? And that's damaging. But I'm taking an effort into being diagnosed for it. I think it's fucking clear I'm autistic. Let's be real. And it's not that deep. Self-diagnosis is valid in my opinion. That's why I get a lot of hate from, these situations. But I get put into these situations by haters. I'm so sorry for lying in the past. I really am.
So as you see by that clip, Elphaba lied about having a diagnosis for autism. But there really is no limit to what Elphaba won't do to get attention on the internet. I mean...
Elphaba faking a seizure.
One of those things that she liked to say that she suffered from to get the old violins out and the money flowing was Tourette's syndrome. Now, as it says below, Tourette's symptoms that cause people to have tics. Tics are sudden twitches, movements or sounds that people do repeatedly. People who have tics cannot stop their body from doing these things. For example, a person might keep blinking over and over again. So this is an example of Elphaba really dialing up the GCSE drama lesson performance of Tourette's.
Thank you for shopping at Tesco.
It wasn't long before people in the Tourette's community obviously started getting offended and upset that Elphaba was faking this for attention, as a lot of people obviously suffering with that suffered daily. This lady here confronted Elphaba about it. Anyway, let's just watch it.
Okay.
Yeah, no, of course, absolutely understand. So sometimes I have anxiety, right? So I'm diagnosed with anxiety. And basically I squeak and jitter uncontrollably sometimes. I've done it off live. My mum has seen it herself. And I asked the doctor, is this Tourette's?
Can I just say, I love evidence like that. I definitely did it. Other people have seen it, take my word for it.
And they said they're not 100% sure, so they had to put me in, TalkWorks. It's a service. Let me show you.
Before you carry on, can I just say that no GP would have said they weren't sure about Tourette's, because you have to be 12 months having tics.
Now, when I did my research, that was exactly what I discovered on many websites, including the NHS website, Our UK Health site. A diagnosis for Tourette's. A doctor will ask you if you've had persistence of both motor and vocal tics that occur several times a day, every day, or intermittently for at least 1 year, the 12 months. The onset of tics before the age of 18, and the tics are not caused by medications or other substances.
To be called Tourette's. So there's no way any GP will have said to you, we're not sure if that's Tourette's. If they thought you had tics, it would be a different story. But there's no way any GP said to you...
Can I just say, just look at her face. Look at Elphaba's face. That is the definition of a deer in headlights.
Oh, yeah, we're not sure if that's Tourette's. It's just not, that's bollocks, mate. That's bollocks.
No, I was told this. I'm so sorry. I can show you my referral if you want to.
Deflection.
I don't need to see referrals, the same as I wouldn't want anyone to ask for our referrals.
Look who this woman is, Bob Lover.
But I do think that you really do need to reconsider the things that you share and the things that you say, because you are actually hurting a whole community of people in various ways.
And you see, that is what Elphaba does, hurt community. Whether it's the trans community, Tourette's community, people who suffer from autism, all of that sort of thing. That's what Elphaba does, make a mockery of those people. And I suppose right about now you're thinking, what's this all about, Fact Freak? This is just nice, wholesome content, just Elphaba making some slime. Oh God. What the Now I've had a moment to recover. Of course, Elphaba found out that these pictures of herself had been leaked while she was streaming on TikTok Live. And eventually she responded to what had happened. Now, I think this is a strange response. Let's get into it.
Those pictures that are now posted online are not okay. That is wrong. I posted those privately. Now, when someone says I posted that on Grindr, that's not true. Someone made a fake account with me and put that as their profile pic and claimed it was me. I will show you my fucking Grindr profile if I have to. It's my face. I have my face on it. I am not ashamed to be on Grindr. I don't care. But at the end of the day, to share someone's private images and to share someone's fucking exclusive content is wrong, okay? It's degrading. When people are sharing my fucking slime pictures and doing shit like that, it's degrading. It is literally humiliating and degrading. To have my body and to have my thing shown. Okay? People ask me, why'd you do it? Well, because we have our things, don't we? We all have our things. You have your things, I have my things. Who fucking cares? I'm not hurting anyone.
Unless you were sharing those pictures to, I don't know, kids.
And yes, I fully admit to sending my news, and that was pornography and child crime, and at the time, that was private to someone.
So yeah, that is Elphaba confirming that she sent those images to children. I mean, it's absolutely horrific. And as horrific as that is, to think that that predator was able to send things straight to children is just a whole other level of messed up. But there will be more coming out about Elphaba and her inappropriate messages with children. later on in this video. Now, Elphaba, how are you feeling about the deep dive so far? Oh God, she's barking mad. Now, of course, after the things came to light that we've just discussed in the video, Elphaba, well, she got cancelled for performing at Brighton Pride. Now, this is her once again deflecting any of the responsibility to everybody else, but it's quite clear that obviously that Pride event did not want to be associated with somebody who had done the things as we've discussed.
Can you... hold on, let me just turn this around for you so you can see. Can you confirm your slot for Brighton Pride? Hello, I wasn't told about this. We have you down for a slot at Broadway Pride stage on Saturday. Yes, I confirm. Great, thank you, see you then. And then I said I was going on it, and then they text me this.
Sorry, we have had some backlash from adding you to attend. Apologies, but we can't offer you a slot for Pride. And are we surprised that people contacted the Pride event and warned them about your predatory behaviour? But anyway, Elphaba obviously reacted to it like a normal human being. And of course, at times like this, I just wish that somebody could knock some common sense into her. I mean, she's tried herself, obviously, but failed. You see, what Elphaba doesn't realise is that she is the problem. The thing is, she will never understand that exact point. She is the problem. When people call her out, oh, the violins, they do come out, and so do posts on Instagram for sympathy. I mean, look at this. I'm in hospital. It's gotten too much for me, the online hate. It has taken its toll. And from having my address leaked to having people attack me daily, caused me to lose it. It's gotten to... I mean, this is a hard read, but I'll just cut to the shit. It's just poor me, poor me, poor me. Now, anybody in the UK will know our emergency services are stretched thin. And I'm no doctor, but these are the marks that Elphaba was showing on Instagram to say that she had done it to herself, terms and conditions over here, had done it to herself to harm herself because of the online trolling. Now, I'm not a doctor, but I don't think that needs a hospital visit. Maybe a doctor's appointment at the least in maybe a few days or something. But, I mean, yeah. But it's alright, guys. You know what I mean? If there's something going around on the internet where people are saying, hey, you display this toxic behaviour, we don't like it, it's okay, because you can just head off and focus on positivity while bullying people, while complaining about being bullied. And here is a good example of Elphaba's anti-bullying policy, which basically stands for don't bully Elphaba, but everybody can bully everybody else. So if we go to where it just has you with the letter, you just want drama and bad energy, Miss Oompa Loompa. Go sort out your foundation shade. There's a massive range at Superdrug. I mean, just to sprinkle a little bit of body shaming in there with your bullying Elphaba. And like I say many times before, comments like this by big creators with large followings are definitely more impactful when it comes to bullying, as their followers may then jump at attacking this lady because their beloved witch, Elphaba, has done the same. Now let's enter a new character, Jordan Dash. 1 second, I need to change for this. 1 sec. Yeah, thank you. Right, okay. Let's talk about this guy. Now, this guy is a creator on the app Likey. Likey basically is a playground for pedophiles. And I say that because it is just full and full and full of content, of videos of children doing lip syncing to dances, all sorts of cringy stuff. Now, Jordan, like I say, is a creator in that. Yeah, lots come out about him. Do you guys think I should do a deep dive on Jordan? If you do, tell me in the comments. But anyway, he said that he was in a group chat with Elphaba, who was at the time trying to become, I suppose, relevant on this Likey app. Now, let's have a look at what Jordan put out.
Let's go. So he was trying to join an app called Likey that I was on. I had about 400,000 followers on it. So he reached out to me and tried messaging me, so I replied, and he just wanted to join the agency I was with so he could get paid to post and also to go live and earn more money as you would on TikTok. I don't even remember how, but he ended up joining a group. There was like 4 or 5 of us. There were mainly girls. So they ranged from 13 to 15 at the time. We were all just friends, just hanging out, talking about the app, talking about people on Likey. So, you know, nothing unusual. And then somehow he ended up joining, and listen to what was said.
I genuinely thought you were allowed to do it because I saw other people doing it, and I was like, they weren't banned for it, so I was like, why not try it? And I got banned for just touching my crotch. I didn't actually show it, but okay.
He saw other people doing inappropriate things in front of kids on a live streaming app, yet he thought it was okay because they were getting away with it.
I was just having fun, and it's like, I swear Likey's like an 80+ thing anyway, so I got banned for a year, by the way. Yeah, hello. I'm gonna probably start another Likey. I'm banned for a year on Likey for that.
I didn't know it wasn't allowed though, that's what I didn't know.
He was trying to say he didn't know he wasn't allowed to touch himself on a live stream in front of kids. Also, you can see what he was saying. He was talking about wanting to speak to Indians because he was the H word, and yeah, it just didn't make sense.
Now, what also didn't make sense to me was that Jordan was in the same group chat, and at the time Jordan was 18 and Elphaba was 17. Of course, the thing she said was vile and disgusting. But of course, the next thing that just didn't make sense, Jordan, was the fact that you struggled so hard to send the full chat log to me. You made excuse after excuse after excuse, and eventually, well, you and I have parted ways because you are kind of sus, dude. Now, of course, when Jordan leaked that led Elphaba to do what most TikTok creators do for some reason. Call the police on a live stream. I have not actually watched this full thing, so let's have a look. I know a lot of people think that this phone call is not actually the police speaking to her, so yeah, I'll give my opinion.
Are you alright?
Thank you. I'm here to report a crime.
Okay, what is it you're needing to report?
So I'm being accused online of being called a paedophile, which is defamation of character.
Being called one, or
Defamation of character is a civil matter.
you're being accused of calling someone one?
I'm being accused of being one.
And what is it that's been happening?
So basically,
That sounds legit, because I don't know why somebody would say, if they know the story, they rehearse it. I don't know whether they would say that bit where they go, 1 sec.
I'm being accused of being one.
Yeah, like clear it up whether she's accused someone or whether she's been accused. Unless super clever and thought that through.
And what is it that's been happening?
So basically, I'm just like on TikTok, right? And I'm not gonna say I'm famous or anything. I'm just like I got 600k.
I can feel the cringe flowing over my body. I'm not saying I'm a big deal, but I got 600k followers on TikTok.
Basically, people have been putting AI videos about me online, saying that
Fuck off. Honestly, right? Those voice notes are not AI. They are fully not AI. AI is not advanced enough to have the inflections that did, that obviously would be mimicking her. Also, the voice notes were sent years ago when Elphaba was not, you know, I'm not a big deal, but 600k followers. She wasn't like that then, and she was in that likey WhatsApp group because she had a low amount of followers over there and was trying to get bigger on the app. So the chances of somebody data mining at that time to create AI that would be even better than AI available now is just ridiculous. But what do we expect with Elphaba?
you know, I've done this to someone, like saying that I've killed someone or this and that. Do you know what AI is? It's a really scary.
Yeah.
What a condescending.
Yeah. So it's really horrible because
It is horrible because a lot of these predators are going to start using it as an excuse.
I'm a target, so people are going to easily use me for that. And there's someone called Mama Kaz who has
Big shout out, Mama Kaz.
been talking about me online as well. And
You are on the internet. People are going to talk about you. Especially when you do shit like this.
she has gotten involved with all this drama as well.
Right.
On top of that, someone called Jordan is accusing me of going into a group chat with basically like talking to minors and stuff like that. So I just want to report this and give you more insight on this 100%.
Okay. So is this all from TikTok, or is there other platforms that this is being mentioned on?
Yeah, so basically this is on TikTok mainly. So unfortunately I get quite a lot of hate online. If you look at my records, I was in hospital the other day and stuff like that. So, you know, I'm just going...
The police. What? Sorry, guys. Just what? The police don't know that you've been taken to hospital for slight bruising on your arm. Like, what the hell are you talking about?
For a lot right now. I'm so sorry. Basically, I'm getting so targeted. People are telling me to go kill myself. People are telling me to do this and that. People are calling me he. People are being so transphobic to me. It's quite an overwhelming thing to deal with. And, you know...
Come offline then. You don't have to do it all online. You don't have to be online. You don't have to have an online presence. You don't have to do any of this shit.
I just wanted to report this specific situation.
I would normally have a problem with people gifting wrongs like that, but this is really making a mockery of this situation. I like it.
Because I do not want to be called a paedophile when I'm not one.
I'm not calling you one, I'm calling you a predator, because I think you display predatory behaviour.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Right. Let me get this in.
Quick check of your comments. People loving it.
If I can take your name.
Of course. So my name is Elphaba.
No, it isn't. It's not legally changed to that, is it?
And your
You would have to give them names known as, like, legally.
surname.
Doherty.
And what's your TikTok username?
At Elphaba Orion Doherty. EL. It's a long one. PHABAORION.
Yeah.
I'm currently broadcasting this right now, if that's alright. I'm just making sure, because people say I lie about this online, and I just want to make sure
You lie about everything. We've covered so many lies so far.
Sure that everyone knows that I'm not lying about going to the police because I'm known as a liar on. Okay, mate.
Imagine saying to the police, reporting a crime. You know, it's terrible. It's terrible. I'm known as a liar. I mean, fucking hell, Jesus Christ. But that little phone call to the police didn't stop Jordan from releasing another video, part 2. But this time, guys, we had to all go follow him on Instagram so we could watch it. I hate this. I hate this whole thing, right? If you're in the exposure community and you genuinely want to warn people about predators, you put all the information you have out immediately. Immediately. It's not like, oh, you're going to have to go over to Instagram because the video will get taken down on TikTok. This was posted on TikTok. Anyway, let's watch.
Of Elphaba in 2021. Make sure you do save this video just in case it does get taken down like the other video. However, the other
Alright, fair enough, he did post it here.
The video did get re-put up as it got approved when I appealed it.
Thanks for your history, come on.
So yeah, let's get into this. So I found out that one of the girls that was in the group was one of the girl's sisters, who was actually 10 years old. Then the other girl was like 14, I think, at the time. That just gives some more.
I actually found out that the kid was your uncle's brother's sister's roommate's trash man. Things like this annoy me because there's no weight behind it, there's no facts behind it.
Context, and I've also got quite a few more chats to show, which I wasn't expecting to see because I didn't remember most of these chats because I didn't really talk in the group chat that much. So let's just get into it. Here we have some proof of everyone saying their ages. So as you can see,
now this is obviously disgusting. Obviously you can see I'm in year 9.
Yeah.
I'm 13, and then Elphaba saying I'm 17, which she would have been at that time.
And then that's his response. One of them 13, yeah, year 9, I'm 17, and the other one wasn't speaking, I guess, at the time or something. But yeah, that's just proof of like how old these girls, you know, were at the time. Because of privacy reasons, I've blurred out this person's face, but he put this in the group, and obviously I've had to put a dot over just in case, and he...
Thank God for the dot. I mean, like, what? It's the dot at the... Never mind.
He said, well, as you can see there, I already knew that this girl was 10 years old at the time as well. That was...
I also doubt that was Elphaba's boyfriend at the time. If Elphaba did have a boyfriend at the time and it was online somewhere, having an image of the person would help prove the legitimacy of these messages.
Like way at the top. And then this next video shows him laughing, but you'll be able to see what he says after this voice record, and you can see it underneath.
Normally, I sound like a
Now, of course, we can all see it says that coughing is when you take the too deep.
They were also talking about like teachers up here, so like don't worry about that bit. But it just so random because they were literally talking about like teachers, and obviously she said I nearly put my middle finger up at mine, and then he just come up with that. And like no matter what they say, it doesn't matter what they say at the end of the day, because as I showed you, they were 10 to 14, 15 years old. Like, it doesn't matter.
You notice Jordan's changed the ages of these kids since the first video. In the first video, they were older, they were still kids, but there was no mention of a 10-year-old. Second video, there's a 10-year-old.
No matter what they say, like, the fact that a 17-year-old at the time, nearly 18-year-old, put that, it's...
Let's have a look at those in a little bit more context. Now, as I said, Jordan was an absolute nightmare when it came to getting a full chat log from him. However, at one point he sent over these images, and I don't think he realised that it actually spun some context on the snorting voice note. Now you can see where I've edited this. It's fairly obvious because obviously it's the white sections where I've deleted people's phone numbers and the faces of what I believe to be very young people. Now obviously they're encouraging people to say certain things, say here are my nudes in a Peppa Pig voice. So there could be argument for maybe the rest. They asked them to say it. Who knows? But one thing's for sure, whether they were asked to say it or not, these are highly inappropriate things to be saying to children. Yeah, and then of course, the fact that she posts things like this, trying to get her followers to reach out to her, while on the other hand, Googling things like this.
The definition of a pedo is having sex with a child.
It's not the Elphie.
Well, not really. There is a bit more to it than that.
Oh, is there? My apologies.
I don't know who has to research that. The only people I know who research it are people who are worried. I don't know. I really don't know.
I'm not educated. So what is the definition of a pedo then?
Well, there can be like grooming, there can be grooming and all of the things that can...
There's a lot that goes...
The thing is, kids can lie about their age as well, which is so dangerous for adults
It's
Amazing. It's like Elphaba's trying to think of a defence before more things come out. But indirectly, they're then victim-shaming victims of abuse. Children. Like, yeah, you're right, Elphaba. Children could lie about their age, but it's up to you as an adult to basically get to the bottom of that. You shouldn't be asking people to DM you and trying to contact people like that. You just shouldn't.
So basically, these voice recordings, it does sound like my voice. It could be my...
Because it's you.
Voice. I'm going to be quite honest. You know, it could be my voice, but it could be also AI, because it's very easy to do that. But, you know, I'm being quite honest, I don't remember doing that, and that's all I'm going to say. So I'm going to hand my phone to the police. They can go through my logs, give them my old SIM cards.
That's not how any of that would happen. You don't just walk into a police station and go, hey, here's my phone, I understand you need it. Like, it's just an absolute load of bollocks. And there we have it. That was a deep dive into the creature that is Elphaba. Now, I'm sure there is a lot more to come out, and one thing's for sure, we have highlighted through this video all the various toxic behaviours that Elphaba shows, including obviously predatory behaviour. Now, if you want to make sure that as many people see this as possible, please make sure to interact with the video. It's as easy as hitting that like button, popping a comment in, or even sharing it on other forms of social media. Now, it is just a matter of when, I believe, that things come to light about Elphaba. Anyway, I've been the Fact Freak. You guys have been awesome. Peace.